Hi everyone, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts. I'm back. I got the last signature sewn in. it was a little booger. I don't know why, but I don't know. It just was giving me fits. So my signature sewn in. My spine back here is ready to go when I'm ready. And then what I want to do is work on the back part of the spine, the decorative part today. But before I do that, I kind of wanted to show you guys a couple things that I had picked up the other day when I had mentioned in another video that I had picked up some stuff at the antique store. And I know a lot of people are like, I won't go shop there. There are some that I won't shop at because they won't budge on price. They won't, and their stuff is just way too expensive. So, but yeah. But this one's a fairly new one. It's a consignment place, so a lot of times if you don't want to pay that and you've seen it sitting in there, make an offer to whoever's at the front desk, because like in a consignment, like the person I bought, the majority of this came from like whoever is number 20, and you can leave them a message and say, hey, I'll offer you this for this, and leave your phone number or whatever, and they'll get back to you and let you know. If they won't budge, then whatever. I guess they lost a sale. Whatever. I don't know. But a lot of times they will, especially if it's a reasonable amount. I mean, they'll go in there and you see a big tablecloth and they want 15-20 bucks for it, and you say, oh, I'll give you $2. Chances are they're going to say no. They're probably going to laugh at you, but make it reasonable. Hi and welcome to any new subscribers. One thing I noticed when I uploaded my last video, I'm at like 480 already. Oh my goodness. So I'm almost at the 500 mark, guys. Yay. So that means I will be doing a giveaway here shortly. So probably after this video, I'm going to start pulling some stuff together to do a little giveaway for my 500 subscriber thing. And I'll probably do a video on that at some point next week. I mean, I'm close enough. It's 20 people. And hopefully I'll, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So anyways, back to this. What I did was I found this and I thought, this is, a lot of people are like $4, but I got quite a bit in here for $4. I mean, go to Hobby Lobby and go buy some lace and trim and rickrack and tell me you don't run up $4 in no time. I mean, I got it's all gold in here, it seems like, and that's okay because, I don't use gold a lot, but it's nice to have a little bit of something in here. So, I mean, this is older rickrack because this was like 55 cents and this was a 70-cent rickrack, I think you pay more than that now at Walmart for them. And then some like ribbon, rope, kind of, it has gold sparkle in it, and just some different little things. Like I got this metallic yarn, which I thought would be kind of cute. You could add it in a collage or something. And then some other trims and stuff like that she had in here, which I thought was kind of cool because it just, for $4, it cost me more than that just for the 4 things of rickrack. So I snagged it up, and like 3 of those have not even been opened, so they're brand new. And then I got this. It's like an old vintage table runner, and I love the color in it. And I thought, wow, this would be kind of cool to kind of cut these segments out maybe, and put it on a back of a journaling card or a front or even on a cover. And yes, I only paid $1 for this. Amy's probably her mouth is probably watering right now. And I'll probably share some in Happy Mail and stuff like that too. And then I got this. It's a round tablecloth. It's embroidered. Okay. And I got it for $5. So, and I had seen it before and she wanted 10 for it. And so she's just recently dropped the price on it. So, or this woman, the only reason I know she used to sell at another consignment place, and she quit there and moved over there, and she was the one that told me about this place. So I knew, she had told me what her number was, and I went and checked out her little booth area, and I had seen this tablecloth in the other place, and she wanted $10 for it, and so I got it for 5. Yay! And I can cut it up in little segments too, or cut out little portions. I love that. And it's a nice big piece so you can share, right? And then what I really love are these 2 little books. This one's a Lutheran book of prayer. It was printed here in St. Louis, Missouri. I think the copyright is 1941. So obviously it's not out of copyright, but what a great little, for like a mini journal, or even just an added little page or tag or something like that in there, right? And it's got like different prayers for different days, morning, evening, afternoon kind of thing. And I got it for $1. And then I got this one. It's a German, it's from 1901, and the copyright back here says 1908. So, but it's all in German. And like I said before, we find a lot of German things here because we had a lot of German immigration and influence here, between St. Louis, all through Missouri, really, but a lot of it in St. Louis. But it's all in German. It's a little songbook, like a little prayer, hymnal kind of thing, but it's small. And I got it for $2. So I can't beat that. For $3 for that. I don't know. Some people might say, oh, I wouldn't spend that, but it'll get a lot of use. So, and it'll be fun to take apart the German pages and share some of that too as well. So anyway, so let's get back to working on this spine, because you're probably over here going, that's what I really want to see. All right, so what I've decided is I'm going to use this blue, and you're probably like, what? Blue? Huh? Okay, and the reason is, if you look, it will pull away because there's a lot of green and there's some purple in there. So I kind of want to, and there's just a little bit of blue, so I kind of want to pull some of that blue out. So that is why I'm going to use a blue covered spine. And then I'm going to put some lace over the top of it. So what I want to do is, normally, if I had a wider piece of lace, the lace would be the portion that I would glue on the inside of the cover. But because this is kind of it's a stretchy lace, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make this one wider, and I want it wider than my spine. So remember, I added about 1.5 inches to the edge of this, or about 1 inch to the edge of my false spine here. So, we're looking at a pretty big piece that we're going to have to put in here. And I want it to extend past on the inside of my cover because it is my spine. So, and it does bear, even though the false spine bears the majority of your weight, your false spine back there will carry the weight of the cover, so to speak. So what I want to do is, this is 2 inches. Those are another inch. I want to take it about a 1/2 inch past that on that. So I'm going to need a piece that's 5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to rip it. I think that'll be a little easier than trying to, and it's okay if it's frayed because it's all going to get glued down in the back. So, and then let's see, I need this the size of my cover, and I'm not worried about, pushing down or anything, or the weight of the fabric taking the shape away, because all I really wanted was just a little curve. I just didn't want a squared book. I wanted it to kind of be rounded a little bit. It doesn't need to be like this. I just want it a little bit around. A little shape. That's all. Just a little shape. Okay. Let's see. All right. And I'm going to make book covers over here anyways. Okay. So, my little Ubers, she's just, all right. I'm going to mark this top and bottom as well, top. Not that it matters, but see, when you look down into the book, you know, into the hollow portion, you'll see this portion here. So I can always erase that later. And then I'm going to glue this on top of here. So we're 5 inches here. And I'm going to use, actually, I want to use Fabri-Tac. Yeah, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because it's not going to matter if it goes through because my lace is going to go over the top. So, how's everyone doing? I made this video. This video is being done like right after I did the spines and I needed a minute because it was giving me heck. I found out what the problem was and why it wasn't pulling tight originally on there because I went to sew it back in again and it started to do the same thing. There was a piece of string from the fabric that covers the spine that was close to one of the holes back there, I guess, and it was catching on it. So it wasn't, and it was wanting to pull it through the hole, so it wasn't allowing it to pull all the way. So I was like, he's being stinky. Stinky butt. Okay, so let's see. I need, let's do this so it's somewhat centered, right? So I got 5 inches right in the middle is right about there. And I'm just going to eyeball it. It doesn't need to be absolutely positively perfect. All right. I'm just going to kind of get on there and try and get some of the wrinkles off of there. The fold wrinkle. Okay. All right, so then what I want to do is I want a piece of this lace to kind of go over, kind of like down the center of this. So just going to kind of cut it. And I'm not going to use this whole piece. Let's see. I need it to be 2 inches, so that's not going to work. I just don't want this whole, because this part isn't even going to be seen. It's going to be tucked over, so there's no sense in even having it. But I do want it to kind of overlay a little bit. So, and I can always use that as a trim for something else, right? All right, come on. That is one thing I do love about this art. If you screw something up, you don't have to throw it away. Start over. You can simply put it in a scrap pile and use it something else. I want to get that glued on first. All right, so I think I don't want to use Fabri-Tac. I'm going to use art glitter. And I'm going to just kind of glue down the center area. Oh, spring is almost here. Yay. Oh, and guys, don't forget daylight savings was today because this will air tomorrow. So, yeah, don't forget you were supposed to have turned your clocks back. So if you're looking, unless you live in Arizona, because you don't do it there. But yeah, so don't forget we spring forward. Those clocks lose that hour again of sleep. That is the one thing I loved when I was in the military, was the fact that I got that extra hour of sleep. That was very nice. Well, not so much if you were working night shift. You know, it was good because you fell back, so you worked an actual hour later. But if you worked in the springtime and you worked night shift, you know, you worked mids, um, then yeah, not so much. Not so much, because you worked an extra hour. That always stunk. Okay, so I want this kind of in the middle. This needs to hang over a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to trim it off there and this off here. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is a bird in my gutter out there, and he is just making all kinds of racket. Hopping around in there, probably trying to make a nest. I'm going to have to get my son up there on the ladder and shoo them out, because they will block up. They will nest in there, those little sparrows, or I don't know, I guess that's what they're called, sparrows. They like to nest in up above my front door, and then they also nest in the gutters, and their nests get pretty thick, and they will block up my gutter. And my landlady gets mad and yells, why is the rain not coming out the gutter? You need to go up there and clean them out. Yeah, I know. Besides, I need to probably get all the leaves out of there from the late fall and get everything ready for all the spring rain. You know how that is. But he's just a noisy little guy. He is. He's hopping around out there. He's happy. So, which I'm surprised, because my dogs like to chase the birds. You know, if they land on my cocker, she'll go running after him. Like, get off my property. Crazy. Yeah, so yeah. All right, so that is down. And then I was thinking what I'd like to do is to kind of take away some of the brightness of the white, because not everything is bright white on there, is maybe just put a piece of this lace just like right down the center, right down here. I need to figure out which side is the right side. Okay. I think this is the wrong side, so I think what I'm going to do is just put some glue down the center here. And then lay this over the top. And then let that dry a little bit. We'll cut that edge off. All right. Okay, so let's see. down. Just want to make sure it tacks down. It's like my tip keeps wanting to catch on the lace there. And then I was thinking maybe we could decorate, put like some buttons or something down there. Just a few little somethings. Right. All right. And that I will use Fabri-Tac for. Okay. And so, let's see. Let's find some buttons. All right. Where's our top? This is our top. You know what might be kind of cute? I don't know. I kind of don't want to do this again because I did it on the last one, though. On the last journal, so I didn't think so. All right, so let's pull out some buttons, right? Just put like a little button collage or something up there, right? I kind of like that one better. Oh, white one. And then, let's see. What else we got here? Some little ones down here. Oh. I'll do that. And then I was thinking, I like these cameos. But we really didn't use too much cameo in that journal, so kind of hesitant to do that. Let's see. Do something like that. Or have a bigger. I know I got tons of buttons over there in my other jar. I need to refill this one because all this one seems to have is the little itty bitty ones. Or, ooh, I like this one. We could do that one right there. I like that. I like that. So let's do that. Just a little something different. Instead of always using flowers, right? And do some buttons. My table is off center here. Does it look off center? A little bit. That's all right. Just move this down just a smidge. I don't know if that's any better. That drives me nuts when it's not sitting straight. Okay, so we want to use some Fabri-Tac. Get that glued on here. And I may have to pause to let all this dry, because then we're going to need to glue it to the book boards, the cover boards. All right. That little thread is poking out, and I'm just going to push that thread back through, or try. Go on through. It's a, not today. Well, goodness gracious. Normally I never have a problem. It just pokes right through, but I guess today it's just saying, I am not going where you want me to go. So be a teenager about it. And that's fine. All right. So that's about center. Just eyeballing it. Oh my goodness, you guys! I can't believe that I'm almost up to 500. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Thank you guys. You guys are awesome and extremely supportive, and thank you all. I really enjoy this. This is so much. It's a lot of fun. It makes me happy. And I've gained all of you as friends, and I love that. And you guys let me be my little crazy self, and you laugh at me, and it makes me feel good. All right, so let's pause so we can let that dry. I think that might do just a smidge in there. And then we'll come back and we'll glue it into the inside of the covers. Okay, all right, guys, this is pretty much dry. And as you can see, hopefully you can see it. There you go. That's what the spine's going to look like. So you're probably saying, Denise, I can't imagine what you're doing. And maybe you have seen this and maybe not. But this is essentially what we're going to do. We're going to glue that to that like that. I know it's going to look funny, but believe me, I've done some journals this way and I like how they turn out. So what I'm going to do is glue this piece on first, and I need to make sure that my 2 inches of the spine is right here. Okay. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. So I'm just going to put the glue on here, and then I'll go pick up and glue where it's not. Here. I want to put plenty of glue down to make sure it holds. Remember, you're not going to see this part. It's going to be, okay, that is my top. That's my top. Okay. It is going to be covered over with a tip-in page. So you're not even going to see that part. And what I'm doing is kind of coming down so that where the front of the book, that edge is there. That's kind of what I want to do. And you can put gussets. You certainly can. You can make, you can leave a 1/4 inch for a gusset if you want there. I don't feel that this is going to need a gusset. So I am not going to put one in. And this false spine here is it's gonna essentially hold the weight because I have all that on the front. I want that. You don't have to do this, but I want that added, something to be able to take the weight without it pulling on just the spine itself. So that the false spine that you sewed the signatures into, the signature spine, I guess is what I should call it, it, sorry, it will hold the weight of the signatures and not the weight also of the book, the cover itself. So push this up a little bit. All right. And then I want to make sure. There we go. And then this is the top of this one. I guess I'm losing my voice. I hope not. That would stink. I think it's just, it's getting to be that time of year, and the wind is just kicking up, and I think my grass is starting to get green again. That means other things are probably starting to bloom, and all the settled, dust from the winter is getting kicked up, and I just think that's what it is. I'm not sick or nothing. I'm not feeling bad. Of course, I said that before. All right, same thing here. I want to make sure that it's kind of down on the front part there. My son's home from work. Puppies are going to get all excited now. Oh, jeez. All right, enough. And you're probably, if you're new to journal making, you're probably like, gosh, that's a lot of glue. Yes, you're going to use a lot of glue in a journal. It's just, you can't not, unless you're just going to repurpose the exact same thing that's on the, cover itself. If you're going to decorate your own cover or make your own cover, yeah, you're going to use a lot of glue. And probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have different types of glue. And some people don't like the Fabri-Tac. Some people like other glue, like the tacky glue, which works good. You can use the, I've seen, I think the Book Vandal shop, I think she does her book covers with art glitter glue. She just buys the big bottle of it and uses it kind of like Mod Podge. So, you can do that as well. Totally up to you. You got to find the glue that you like to work with. I don't mind working with Fabri-Tac. I mean, it has some drawbacks, like it stinks, and you get it all over your fingers a lot. So, yeah. But I don't have a textural issue too much with it, so... Yeah. And I mean, the tacky glue is okay. I just don't like that I have to wait so long for it to dry. So essentially, there is our cover. All right, so instead of it being over the top, it's tucked up and under. Okay, and I may have to go in here and have that tacked down enough. I think I'm going to have to go in here and just lay a little bead in there. There we go. Because I think I missed a spot or two. That's all right. That's one thing I do like. Tacky glue, or the 3-in-1 or the Fabri-Tac. It does adhere, but it will, it'll be tacky. It'll leave some tackiness. Let me just say that you can kind of do some shifting if you need to and all that happy stuff. So someone's down there singing away. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit and dry for a minute. As soon as that's dry, then I am going to double check it, make sure we don't have anything not adhered, and then we will put in the signatures. We'll glue that signature spine to the inside of the cover. Okay, I think it's dry. Alrighty, so essentially these two strips are holding my spine together, and that will hold the weight of the book covers there. Okay, so now we're going to glue. I'm not gluing this portion down, okay? What I am going to do is glue the fabric over the top of this piece of fabric. So I've got to make those even. I am using Fabri-Tac again. All right. I'm going to put it on the fabric itself here. And I know a lot of people glue it straight to the back, and you can certainly do that if you want. I want this one to have a hollow back, so I'm not going to adhere it straight to the back of the spine there. So, and that's essentially how you would do a hollow back, so you can, see down the edge there. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to try and line these up. All right, and then just lay it down on there. Like so. And then make sure it's all kind of lined up. And then just do my other side. And I have seen this done where this portion, they'll go ahead and pre-glue it before they glue it to the actual book itself. You can do it that way too. However you are comfortable. Because everybody, I think, when you're, it's just like holding a pencil. Everybody's different with how they hold a pencil, how they're comfortable holding a pencil, that kind of thing. So, okay. And see, when I close it up, I'm still going to have almost like my own gusset in there, crease from where the book closes up. See? And that is where the tip-in page will crease in as well. So, and then I now have hollow back there. So my back spine here doesn't hold the weight of this. The actual book cover is going to hold that weight, but then this spine holds the weight of this separately. So it's kind of nice. And I'm not saying that's the best way, because every journal is going to be different, and you're just kind of have to, work on what or how you want to how you like best to do your spines. I don't always do a hollow back. Sometimes I'll glue it straight in. It just depends. But, and then it's flexible enough because it's hollow back, and as it expands, she can put more stuff in there, and it'll curve this portion too and still hold everything in and not have it alligator out. I don't think it alligators as much, so personally. So that is the spine put together. Yay. And then the next thing to do is tip-in pages, and I think we have enough time. So let me go grab those, and then I can go ahead and glue them in, right? And then that's one less video I have to do. Okay, I am going to use these two tip-in pages. They're the same. They are from Crafty Cat's Ada 1888. And I like the newspaper print on it. And what I did was I printed it on the Hammer Mill 60 pound. And then essentially what I'm going to do is glue this in so that it is even in here. All right, so I'm going to need my bone folder. And I'm going to glue, maybe, if my glue would come out. It's saying, nope, not today. I'm going to be stubborn. And I'm not going all the way to the edge, and the reason is because I'm putting a pretty thick layer of glue, as you can see. And when I spread it out, it should spread it underneath, and I don't want too much of it coming out the edge, so. Oh, come on. All right, so, like I said, I'm going to take this, kind of run it here, even it against my signatures there. Just take my bone folder and run it across the back here. Kind of get that glue to spread it underneath there, all the way across. Oh. Glue. All right. Grab a wipe. You might need a wipe for this too, just so any excess that comes out you can get off here. I'll use an eraser for that. And then I kind of want to, where my signature comes together, right there, I'm just going to run my bone folder to kind of make a little bit of a crease. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is pull this down. I'm not going to fold it. I'm just going to pull it down. And then I'm going to run a bead of glue right up against the very edge of where the spine meets the signature there to help tip it in to that back page. So it's kind of glued to that back page back there. And the same thing on the front. And depending on how long or how big your signature or your book is going to be, is going to determine how tall or short that is. If it's too tall, you can always, if it's too tall, you can always cut it down a little bit, so. And then I'll probably put like a pocket or something like that back here so she can store some other stuff. All right. Wipe off my bone folder. All right. So there is my tip-in page, and when it closes, it'll make a natural crease. And then we're just going to do the same thing here. All right. Just lay that glue. And if you find like a corner is up or whatever, you can always just, you know, tack it back down. Not a biggie. You will find in that doing junk journals, you will probably miss a corner or two from time to time and have to redo them. You know, it's not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to make sure that this is face up, right? Because we don't want it upside down. And then just, there we go. And I'm not taking it all the way to the end. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap here. Probably it's close to about 1/4 of an inch. All right. Just to wipe off any excess that comes squeezing out. Okay, and then make a little crease there. Sometimes you'll get enough glue that it will already do it for you, and if that's the case, awesome. If not, just like I said, put that little bead down there. And now you have a tip-in page. Not hard. Right. Some of that glue off of there. This little corner here, like I said, sometimes you'll have a corner, and I don't, yeah, it needs a little glue in here. All right. There we go. There's our journal together and the tip-in pages. Right, they're long enough that I don't need to cut them. It's kind of nice. And then I'll probably go back through here, add a couple, I'll definitely be adding some ephemera in here, some additional ephemera. And I've got to do the zipper pouch and the zipper pouch and the pen case, and I will add a little bit here and there, but for the most part, she is finished. I don't know if I'll do a video on the closure because I think I did it just on the last one too. So now that the tip-in pages are there, I can make my closure, and there's only 10 minutes left, to an hour or so on the video, and it's probably going to take me longer than that to do, but there is that kind of spine. Like I said, I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's just a reversal of what you would do on a normal spine. It is hollow backed, and it's got tip-in pages, so that's that. Like I said, almost done. Yay. If you find that maybe you're using a glue that doesn't tack as quickly, you can use binder clips, and that's what I pulled them out for. And you can just, binder clip it down, if you want like a certain edge clipped, and because you notice maybe there's a gap there and it's not quite adhering, just put a couple little binder clips down like so, and then let it dry. You can do your corners down here or wherever you want, and then just let it sit and dry, and you're good to go. So that's that. So I guess my next video will probably be the flip through. I think I'm going to air this one Sunday, probably, tomorrow. And that'll give me tonight and tomorrow to work on the zipper pouch, and hopefully it'll be all good and ready to go for Monday. So, yay. Thanks, guys, for hanging out and watching me go through the process, and hopefully you guys will pick up a few things here and there. I love sharing in between, sharing everything that I learn with you guys, and, and you guys always give me feedback on things that you've learned, and I love it. So, but also, guys, I have my new Facebook page, the Wondubar Art Group on Facebook. So feel free, if you guys have projects and you want to share, please, I would love to see them. I like seeing it. But until next time, guys, please keep crafting on. Hugs, loves, and plenty of blessings. Mwah. Bye, guys.